If you've ever opened up a company's website, social media page, sales presentation, or marketing campaign, and everything looked completely different, then you've experienced when a brand doesn't have a proper branding guidelines. Branding guidelines is literally one of the most important assets that your company can create. They help everyone stay consistent, save time, and create a professional experience for customers. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to build your branding guidelines from scratch, what sections to include, and how to make sure your team actually uses them. So what are brand guidelines? Brand guidelines are essentially the rule book for your brand. They explain how your logo should be used, what colors represent your company, which fonts your team should use, what tone of voice your brand speaks with, what imagery fits your brand, and how all of these elements work together. Think of them as the single source of truth for your entire organization. Without guidelines, every designer, marketer, agency, or employee ends up making their own decisions. And that's when brands get inconsistent. Step 1, define your brand foundation. Before choosing colors or fonts, you need to define who your brand actually is. So ask yourself, why does the company exist? What problem are we solving? Who are we helping? And what makes us different? Document your mission statement, your vision statement, core values, target audience, and brand personality. For example, is your brand business and corporate? Or is it fun and approachable? Or innovative and disruptive? These decisions will influence every decision made for your company. Step 2 is establish your logo rules. Your logo is going to be the first thing that people recognize about you. Create a section that includes approved logo versions, full color logo, white logo, black logo, and icon-only logo, logo spacing requirements, minimum size requirements, incorrect usage examples, and show those examples of what not to do. Stretching the logo, changing the color, rotating the logo, adding shadows, and using low-quality versions. The clearer you make these rules, the fewer mistakes that your team is going to make. Step 3 is defining your color palette. Next, document your brand colors. Include your primary colors. These are your core brand colors, your secondary colors, used for support and accents, and functional colors, used for success messages, warnings, notifications, and errors. For each color, you're going to want to include the hex code, RGB value, the CMYK value, and the usage examples. This ensures designers, marketers, developers, and print vendors use the exact same colors. Step 4 is choosing your typography. Typography has a huge impact on how your brand feels. You'll need to document your primary font, your secondary font, web-safe alternatives, heading styles, bold text styles, button styles. Include examples showing the H1 headings, H2 headings, paragraph text, captions, call to actions. This prevents teams from randomly choosing different fonts when they're creating content. In step 5, define your visual style. This is where brands struggle. Your visual style should answer, what photography style do we use? What illustrations fit our brand? What icons should we use? What image editing should be applied? Include examples of approved photography, approved graphic styles, approved social media designs, marketing collateral examples. The goal is making visual decisions easy. Step 6 is documenting your brand voice. Many companies focus on visuals, and they completely forget about the messaging. Your brand voice should explain how you communicate. Are you professional, friendly, playful, educational, technical? Include examples of website copy, email copy, social media posts, advertising headlines, customer support messaging. This ensures that customers experience the same brand personality every time. Step 7, create real-world examples. One of the biggest mistakes that companies make is creating guidelines without showing examples. Include a mock-up of social media posts, website pages, presentations, email campaigns, sales documents, and business cards. The more examples that you provide, the easier it is for your team to stay consistent. In step 8, make your guidelines accessible. This is where most organizations fail. They spend months trying to create guidelines and then they just save them in a PDF and they lose them. Instead, store your branding guidelines somewhere centralized where everyone can access them. Your designers, your marketers, your creatives, your agencies, and your sales team. Everyone should have access to the latest version. That way, there's only one source of truth. And that is where BrandLife is perfect for you. Brand guidelines are more than a design document. They're a system that helps your company stay consistent, move faster, and build stronger brand recognition over time. If you're building your own brand guidelines, start with the framework from this video. Mission, logo, colors, typography, visual style, voice and messaging, real-world examples, and make sure they're stored in BrandLife so your entire team everywhere can access them.